Welcome everybody. In second unit, we are going to discuss combinational circuit. So we are going to see different types of combinational circuit. We are going to see how to design this combinational circuit, which are different steps that we should follow in order to design combinational circuit. So let's start. So we can say that digital circuits, they are of two types. So first type is combinational circuit and second type is sequential circuit. So right now we are going to focus on only combinational circuit. So in unit number 3 and unit number 4, we will discuss about sequential circuit. So let's start. What is combinational circuit? What is definition of combinational circuit? So combinational circuits are the circuit in which output, okay. So when we say circuit, okay, combinational circuit or a digital circuit, it is going to accept some input, it will process that particular input and then some output will be generated, right? So in case of combinational circuit, what is happening? Try to understand the output, okay. So the output which is generated by combinational circuit, right? So output at any instant of time, okay, output at some particular time depends on, okay. So output depends on, or depends on what? Output depends on input, but which input? The input present at that instant of time. Very simple definition. What happens in case of combinational circuit? The output at some particular instant of time depends on input at that instant of time only. Okay, so in other word, we can say that in case of combinational circuit, present output depends on present input. So present output does not depend upon past input or past output. So if this is the case, then we can say that it is combinational circuit. So combinational circuit does not require memory element. No memory is present. There is no memory in combinational circuit. So when we will discuss sequential circuit, then you will come to know that in sequential circuit we make use of memory, but that memory is not required in combinational circuit. Now example. So example of combinational circuit are adder, subtractor. So we are going to discuss this adder, subtractor in detail, how to design this adder, how to design subtractor. Now the name itself indicate what adder will do. Adder will perform addition of two numbers. So this adder, subtractor are example of combinational circuit. Now let's try to understand this combinational circuit with the help of one video. Okay, so just go through this video. So see what you can see here. So here you can see one adder, right? So I told you that adder is a combinational circuit. So what it will do, it will perform addition of two numbers. So let's assume that these are two inputs. Then adder will perform addition of these two input and one output will be generated. And now see what is happening. So this adder is taking some input. Suppose I am giving this input at some particular time, 1. Okay, so I am giving this input, adder will perform addition of this input and here output will be generated 2. Okay, now see what is happening after some time. After some time, what I am doing, I am changing the inputs. Okay, so what adder will do? So adder will perform addition of these changed inputs. Okay, and then here output will be generated. So in this case, output will be 4. Right? So this 4 does not depend upon past output or past input. So which was the past input to this adder? It was 1 and result was 2, right? Now this present output of this adder does not depend upon past output or past input. So if this is the case, then we can say that that particular digital circuit is combinational circuit, right? Show you one more video, okay, which will talk about sequential circuit, so that you can easily compare combinational and sequential circuit. So let's watch that video also. What you can see here, you can see that there is one digital circuit named as counter. Okay, so what is output of this counter? So the name itself indicate what this digital circuit will do. It will do the counting. Okay, so let's assume that output of this counter is 0 at some particular time. Now this 0 is also getting stored in memory. So can you see this feedback mechanism here? Okay, so this is our digital circuit. Okay, so this digital circuit is producing output 0. So that 0 is getting stored in memory, and from that memory counter, this digital circuit is taking the feedback. Means this counter is taking data which is stored in this memory. So first of all, tell me, can we say that this is combinational circuit? No, because we have made one statement regarding combinational circuit. Combinational circuit does not have memory. Okay, so in this digital circuit, I have shown memory element. So surely this is not combinational circuit. Okay, so this is sequential circuit. So let's try to understand what is happening here. So this output of this digital circuit is stored in the memory. Okay, then see. Uh, if I start this counter, then what should happen? What should be the output? So output of counter should be 1. Okay. Now in order to generate output 1, so counter must know what is present count. Are you getting? So from where a counter will get that present count? So that present count is stored in the memory. So whenever I start this counter, what is going to happen? So this counter will check what is present count. Okay, so it will check a memory. So in memory, which value is stored? 0. So this counter will start counting from 0. So see, counter will check a memory element, and see output of counter will be incremented by. Here I have assume that I have started counter, so counter will start from 0. So how a counter will come to know that it has to start from 0? Because it will refer this memory, okay, and then it will generate output 1. After that, what will happen? Let's see. New output, okay, so this new output is getting stored in the memory. Initially, what was content of memory? 0. Okay, now output of counter has been changed, it has become 1. So this 1 will get stored in the memory. Then see what is happening. What will happen after that? So see, again counter will generate output 2. So in order to generate this output, counter must know what is present count, right? So here present count is getting stored in the memory. So present count is 1. So that count will be incremented by 1, and then counter will generate output 2, right? Now see, this output which is generated by counter depends on previous output. Are you getting what is this one? So this one is previous output of the counter, and which is current output of the counter 2. So the output which is generated by counter depends on previous output. Okay, so that's why we can say that this particular counter is example of sequential circuit. Okay, so this is sequential circuit in which output generated depends on past output or past input. So now I hope the difference between combinational circuit and sequential circuit is clear to you.